Hello, everybody in YouTube land. This is Erica. I'm back. Um, I want to touch on a really important, very important, the most important subject right now going on around the LGBT community. It has to do, hold on, let me turn on the music. This has to do with gay marriage. Y'all, I cannot emphasize enough how important this is. If people start moving on this movement, if people really, really put their foot down and say, I deserve these rights, not as a gay person, but an American citizen, there will be change. But we have to work together. The thing that I don't agree with about banning gay marriage is number one, how they went about it. First of all, they went on ahead and let however many thousands of gay couples get married and then overthrew the new law, which I mean is it's unconstitutional and it's wrong. It's wrong for them to give people this right and then take it away because all of a sudden now it's wrong again. If you weren't going to give us the right, you shouldn't have done it in the first place instead of letting, a couple thousand gay couples get married and then take the privilege away. Um, Aside from that, you know, everybody's issue is religion. Everybody marches to the beat of their own drummer. Everybody has different beliefs or their own personal opinions in their religion. And people need to understand that. Um, you know, 10 Jewish people may not worship the same way. 10 Christians may not worship the same way. Everybody has their own interpretations and beliefs of God, what God is. There are some people who don't believe. So that being said, who the hell are we and who gives us the power or them, the straight community to say we don't deserve the right because it's a conflict of religion. We all believe in different things. We all have different beliefs. My belief is that you should be able to love and be with whoever you want to be with. I don't think that it's right that somebody tells me that there's an expiration date on my relationship or my relationship can't prosper or amount to as much as a straight couple's because I choose to be with a woman. That's not right. It doesn't say anything about that in the Constitution. And as far as people playing the religion card, well, God also said that it's not your place to judge. It's his place to judge. So why are you judging everybody else? Half the people that are running around spewing out hatred and, all these things, gay people this, gay people that, have either, had thoughts about, being with somebody of the same sex or probably know somebody, you know, or it's not authentic. Half the people who speak on it know nothing about being gay or what it means. Really, the only people who really know what it means is the LGBT community. I've had so many people stop me and say, well, I don't think that it's right for a man and a woman to get to get married, not be married. It's not right for two men to be married. It's not right for two women to be married. I didn't choose to be this way. you know, it's predisposed. But you have these people who are fixated on this belief of, oh no, well, it's a choice to be gay. It's not a choice. I mean, there are some people who find it trendy and cool and it's a thing to do, but for a lot of people in the community, that's not the case. They're predisposed. I remember liking girls from a young age, and the fact that at this point I'm guaranteed no future in my relationship, you know, I'm not allowed to go on to any length to show the rest of the world how much I love the person that I'm with. That's sad. It saddens me. And quite frankly, I don't want to raise kids in a world where if they choose to be gay or if they have beliefs that are just different from someone else's, they have to be suppressed. That's bullshit. I mean, it's 2009. We have white rappers. Uh, Tiger Woods took over, the golf league. We have a black president, for God's sake. And y'all mean to tell me that gays shouldn't be able to get married because that's not how it is. In the Bible it says half of these fucking people who are running around here pushing the Bible in everybody's face are not living their day-to-day life the Christian way. Look at these popes, and yeah, I'm gonna say it. Look at these popes out here fucking these little boys. Look at all these rapists. Okay, look at these people, these pastors and priests who are stealing from the church, and they out here, having sex with sister Mary Margaret, sister this person, sister that person. Oh, because God told them to? I don't think so. That's not work of the God or the devil. That's a damn hypocrite. And if you're going to be hypocritical like that, you have no right to cast stones at anybody else. There's another thing that bothers me about it, and that's the fact that the people who have this privilege of getting married and spending the rest of their lives with each other, in the eyes of God and the state and whoever else, they don't appreciate it. Statistically, over 60% of couples get a divorce. And those are not gay couples, those are straight couples. You all have this right to get married. You don't even appreciate it. Oh, well, if I get married, it doesn't work out, I'll get a divorce. Oh, well, that's a sin, right? In the eyes of God, right? And, in the Catholic faith, um, if you decide to get divorced and remarried, in the eyes of the Catholic Church, you are not remarried to that new person. Actually, you cannot get remarried to that new person, unless the person you agreed to marry to passes. You are bonded to that person forever in the eyes of the Catholic faith. Every faith is different. So who the hell is anybody else to say, well, in the Bible it says gay people shouldn't get married? There's not any line in the Bible that says gay people should not be married. It may say man shall not lie with man. And my opinion on that is that if God didn't want people to be gay, they shouldn't have been created like that. Because like I said, people can argue with it until they're blue in the face and say, oh, well, God, nobody just wakes up and says, oh, I was born to be gay, or, nobody, it's proven now that gay people are affected by their surroundings. There's a lot of gay people who have suppressed feelings, and a combination of biology and, your surroundings will bring it out of you. And that's scientific. I mean, it is what it is. So people can say that being gay is a fad or it's a choice, but it's not. And I know that God made me the way that I was, and I know that I was made this way for a reason. I'm fine with who I am, though. And it's the other people who aren't fine in their own skin who have a problem with the gay community. I don't understand why people are so worried about what gays are doing anyway. Why don't you worry about Medicaid and childcare and making sure your damn kids, have a college fund, and making sure you and your family are doing what they're supposed to be doing, instead of worry about what's going on in the LGBT community? That's not your business. Especially not if you want to try to bring a negative light to it. I just think that it's wrong. I really want everybody to get active. I mean, there's so many different organizations. There's a great organization I saw. It's called www.soulforce.com, and it's for gays, the LGBT community. It's pro-gay marriage. Let's overturn this Prop 8. The whole strategy to even putting Prop 8 out there, where the way they worded it, vote yes. Usually when you vote yes, something positive happens. I mean, the whole strategy was manipulative, just as manipulative as other things that go on in the government or in politics. But they're trying to manipulate the situation and make us look like we have horns. I, for one, am not going to stand it. I'm not going to deal with it. And I'm not going to let anyone suppress me. If I have to fucking go to Toronto and get married, fine. But I'm going to come back, and me and my old lady will have rings on both of our fingers. And I will speak to everyone proudly about being gay and being out. Like I said, our community has to get really involved. This is a really big deal, y'all. I mean, this has to do with our future and the futures of our kids and the future of the LGBT community.